And then we were all ready to the main event of Raw, which was Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental title, 2 out of 3 falls.
No, not Bronson Reed, Bron Breakker.
Or Bron, Jesus, I wrote Bron, and I'm still talking about Bronson Reed. Let me try that again. For the Intercontinental title, 2 out of 3 falls, Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker. And see, there's another sign that Vince is gone. Would there be two? Would there be Bronson and Braun? Bron Breakker might have to be. He might have to be a backbreaker, which kind of would be better than Bron Breakker, wouldn't it? Boy, you're a real ball breaker.
Anything would be better than Bron Breakker or this review.
Well, nevertheless, I wanted to acknowledge that they had a good main event and it wasn't too long and it was 2 out of 3 falls, so they fucking traded. Sami won the first one with the kick out of nowhere. And then Braun evened it in the second fall with a couple of spears. And then the finish was Sami coming off the top and Braun just spearing him right in the air, 1, 2, 3. That was the way that they did it, but there were a couple of big moments when Braun caught him on a moonsault off the railing and lawn darted him into the announcer pit. Did you see the bump that Sami Zayn? He didn't take the bump, he was given the bump.
He was thrown, yeah.
But Jesus Christ, that was a little. He went like 6 or 8 feet past Braun and into that. I know the wall was padded, but he was also going head first. And then Braun again hit that Breakensteiner, as they're calling it now. And also that clothesline over the announce desk that he does. So in the course of a 15-minute main event, you got 2 out of 3 falls. They kept it moving, but they had like 3 really big spots to spread that out. And finally, again, Braun wins to make sure that everybody knows that this guy is now in the upper echelon of the company. He beat Sami on pay-per-view. Now he beats him on national television. 2 out of 3 falls without resorting to a bazooka. And that doesn't mean that the people are going to like Sami Zayn any less than they do right now. But they're going to take Bron Breakker more seriously than they may have up till this point. That's called booking.
Well, that was called Raw, another episode of WWE Raw.
But they're pissing me off because there's more good stuff now that I actually kind of want to pay attention to. I'm not used to this encroachment on my personal time that they haven't done this in a long time, where they really wanted to make a lot of this program good.
Raw's been good enough lately that you'd want to call somebody.
Well, if you do want to call somebody, you know who you ought to call? You ought to call our friends at Mobile Mint. Folks, I'll tell you what.
Mint Mobile.
Well, they've got a new branch. What they're doing is they've got a truck. And they've outfitted it with all the plates and the engraving and the presses and the precious metals, and they're driving it around and they're minting you money for 50 cents on the dollar. You give them 50 cents, they will mint you.
They are not doing
a silver dollar. It's called the Mobile Mint.
It has nothing to do with Mint Mobile. So
well, they try to keep the overhead low. It's a new division of Mint, but of course the main business over at Mint Mobile. See, not to be confused with Mobile Mint, only a fool would confuse a truck that goes around minting money with a fucking cell phone plan. That's just ridiculous.
How the hell does that work? They go around minting money.
Well, see, they keep the overhead low because they don't have to rent a brick and mortar place.
No, you said that.
They've just got the stuff in the back of the truck.
So how are they, in the back of the truck, they're minting money?
Yes, they'll for 50 cents, they'll make you a brand new silver dollar.
How are they doing this?
Well, they're doing it with the press in the back on the plates that they've had engraved, and they melt the silver, and boom, and there you go.
All in the van or truck.
All in the van. That's why they come to you.
Once again, this has nothing to do with Mint Mobile, although it is fascinating in many ways.
But Mint Mobile is the main business. That's what's financing this foray that they're making into, everybody's got to diversify.
Not in this case. This is not in any way. Again, we should be talking about the wonderful service you get from Mint Mobile, but Mobile Mint has no association with Mint Mobile, period, exclamation point.
No, not until
spacebar.
Not until they're listed on the Dow Jones together when they do the big IPO. But nevertheless, the folks at Mint Mobile, they're making this money so that they can finance the startup costs of the Mobile Mint. And the way Mint Mobile is doing it is they are offering premium wireless plans for only $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. That means that you pretty much have to give these people your money, or elsewise you're just throwing it out the window. Because everybody else charges more than that. Brian, some people, some of these people, these big companies, these big tech giants, these goddamn overlords, these people that think that they've got the rest of us under their thumbs where they can just extort and yank out as much money out of our wallets as they want to every month. They're charging a lot more than $15 a month, aren't they?
Yes. Lot more, a whole lot more.
Whole lot more. So much more, it goes around and comes all the way back up behind you again. Well, Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your squad. So, folks, if you're in the Reserve National Guard on the weekends and you have a squad or a squadron or whatever, that's what the young folks say, right? They have a squad. And so what about if you have your posse? Your posse? It used to be, hey, you and your fucking pals over there.
I don't think posse's used anymore either.
Well, that's squad now. They are here to rescue you and your squad with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month on the nation's largest 5G network. So that's a network of 5Gs all across the country. And you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan. Bring your own phone number. Bring other people's phone numbers. Join the party. Get a party line.
Bring your own phone number.
Do you know my Aunt Lola had a party line when I was 10 years old in 1971? She still had a party line.
What?
And yes, and it was it Ms. Peel that was on her? I'm trying to think. It's been so long ago. I was a young boy. But if the old party line where it was less expensive for your phone bill per month if you had somebody else on the line, but when you picked up the phone, if they were on it, you could hear them talking. You could hear their conversation both ways, and you had to either put the phone back down or ask them, "Pardon me, Ms. Peel, but could I make a call?" And then you might have an argument because they were there first.
How much cheaper was it that people did that?
It was like $5 or $6 a month cheaper, I believe. But now this was 50 years ago.
Right. But still, that seems like such an inconvenience.
Well, it certainly was, but that's the way things were done back in them days. But Aunt Lola had a party line, but you won't need to have one. But you can if you want to. Bring everybody. Just have everybody bring their phones and put them in a big circle in the middle of the room. And write everybody's phone number down and throw it in there and then pick out the phone numbers, and that's the person who gets the phone or the hotel key. You can do anything with these plans from Mint Mobile. You can get 3 months of premium wireless service for $15 a month. I'll guarantee you that. And to get this brand new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, you go to mintmobile.com/JCE, and that's what you do. Now, you got to pay them $45 for the 3-month plan at $15 a month. That's simple mathematics. But that's all you have to do, and you will cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/JCE. And as for the special party line plan, $750. But you might have to sometimes listen to other people's conversation.
I'm looking right here at the copy. There's nothing about party line plan, nothing about hotel room keys, and certainly nothing about mobile minting. But if you need good mobile services, Mint Mobile is there for you. One more time, what's that promo code? What's that website, Jim?
Well, mintmobile.com/JCE, the $45 upfront payment, or you can pray that they'll give you this plan. The $45 upfront payment is required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on the first 3-month plan only. And speeds may be slower above 40 GB on the unlimited plan, but once you get that high, what the hell? Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply, but you can see Mint Mobile for all the details on this whole thing. And coming soon to your neighborhood, the Mobile Mint.
Which will have no association with Mint Mobile, but you can have an association with them right now. One more time, mintmobile.com/JCE.
/JCE. And then the Mobile Mint is their tagline is going to be save cents on dollars.
Once again, we're talking about Mint Mobile, our friends, and they could be yours. Try them today. mintmobile.com/JCE.
Try them, and what happens if they don't become your friend? Are you going to cast them aside like an old shoe?
Let's talk about good things and good services like Mint Mobile's. They will be there for you like a trusty shoe. Once again, what's that promo code one last time, Jim?
Yes, /JCE at mintmobile.com. Every trusty shoe I've ever known smelled like somebody's old sweaty foot.